Hello, welcome to Mindfulness Tips Part 2, Practical Ideas to Calm Down Your Mind and Body. I'm Sue Fraser. I'm the Employee Career Advisor and Learning Specialist, and I'm going to share with you some tips, some strategies, some ideas that can support you in calming down your mind and your body. So the first suggestion I would have, if you've not attended before, please go check out part 1, where I talk about the grounding exercise 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a really cool exercise called Leaves on the Stream that help you to manage your thoughts and let go of thoughts. In today's session, we're going to do 3 different strategies around breathing and mindful breathing. A 3-minute breath exercise. We're going to do alternate nostril breathing that comes from yoga. And we're going to talk about diaphragmatic breathing. Often when we're stressed, we don't breathe deeply. We breathe very shallowly in our chest rather than from our belly and our diaphragm. And lastly, we'll do a progressive muscle relaxation exercise. That's a whole body relaxation exercise. So welcome again, and let's get started. So learning how to breathe. Getting control of our breathing can help us control the negative reactions and responses to stress. When we are stress breathing, we're breathing shallowly, rapidly, and that just shallow breath can trigger the fight, flight, freeze response in our body. And the opposite, that controlled or slow breathing, creates a relaxation in the body. When we breathe slow, controlled breaths, when we're focusing on our breath, it actually taps into a response in our body that creates relaxation. It's the autonomic nervous system, and it allows us to relax, to calm down, and to release. And the breathing triggers that response in our body, in the parasympathetic nervous system. So we're going to do 3 different types of breathing exercise. A mindful breathing exercise where we're just going to notice the breath without trying to change or manipulate the breath in any way. And then we're going to do a structured breathing exercise. That's alternate nostril breathing, where we're focusing on controlling or manipulating our breath. I actually like the alternate nostril breathing, and it's an exercise that I often use at the beginning of workshops, even to be able to help people to ground in the present moment. And then we'll look at diaphragmatic breathing, which is a skill. It takes practice and attention to breathe using your diaphragm. So the mindful breathing exercise. So what we're going to do in this exercise is just focus on the breath without changing how you're breathing. And that can be really challenging, because when we pay attention to our breath and we notice what we're doing, we want to manipulate it. In this exercise, we're just noticing it and paying attention to the breath. And we're going to notice how you breathe and experiencing your breath. Sometimes you experience your breath in your nose or in the back of your throat, in your chest, or in your belly. So just noticing where you're experiencing your breath. And notice that feeling of the breath moving in and out of your body. And what you'll find whenever you do mindful breathing exercises is that your attention will wander. And the mindfulness part is noticing when your attention wanders and then focusing your attention back on the breath. And that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do in this exercise. When your mind wanders, that's normal and natural. Notice when your mind wanders and go, oh, and focus your attention back on the breath. And that's what we're going to do starting now. So we're going to take 3 minutes to do this exercise, and I'll just kind of walk you through it. So if you want to settle in your chair and find a comfortable position in your chair, and begin by focusing on the breath. Just noticing what happens in your body as you breathe in feeling the air move into your nose as it moves down through your chest. And then notice what happens as the breath leaves your body, coming up through your chest and out through your nose. And as you take each breath, just focus on that sensation of the breath moving in and the breath moving out of your body. Your breath moving in and your breath moving out. And if you notice that your mind is beginning to wander, catch yourself wandering and come back to the sensations of the breath moving into your body and your breath moving out of your body. And I'm going to fall silent for a couple of minutes and just let you practice this noticing exercise. Breathing in and breathing out. And just notice the breath. Breathing in, where do you experience the breath? And breathing out, feeling the breath moving out of your body. And that's the 3-minute mindfulness breathing exercise. And I'd like you to just reflect. How do you feel now? This is not always easy. It's a practice. It takes some practice to get used to just focusing on the breath, because there's so many things that pull us away from noticing and being present in the moment. So I would encourage you to try this. This could be a really good exercise to do between the team meetings, to find 2-3 minutes where you settle into your chair and just focus on breathing and being mindful of the breath moving in and out of your body, and being mindful as your mind wanders and choosing to let go of that detour and come on back to the breath. So mindful breathing 3-minute exercise. And Next, we're going to move to a structured breathing exercise. It's called alternate nostril breathing. And this is a really good exercise that I like to do. I find it really grounding. It helps me to pay attention. Um, if your mind is wandering all over the place, this exercise can be really helpful because you have to pay attention in order to do it, right? Um, and so let me just describe what we're going to do, and then we're going to do it. So first thing you want to do is you're going to be using your thumb and your index finger. So I use my right hand to do this. So you block off the right nostril with your thumb, and you breathe in through the left nostril, then block it and breathe out through the right. And then breathe in through the right and block it, and then breathe out through the left. And we're going to do it about 3 times. And so I will walk you through it. I'm going to do it with you. And I really like this exercise. So let's give it a try. You may not like it, you might like it, but I encourage people to try it and see what they think. So what I want you to do is block off the right nostril with your thumb and breathe in through the left. Then block the left with the index finger and breathe out through the left nostril. And breathe in through the left. And breathe out through the right. And breathe in through the right nostril. Block it, breathe out through the left. Breathe in through the left. And breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right. And breathe out through the left. Breathe in through the left. Block it, breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right. And block it, breathe out through the left. Breathe in through the left. And block it, breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right. Block it, breathe out through the left. And just notice that alternate nostril breathing. What did you notice? I don't know if you could hear it, but what I noticed is as I continued that back and forth breathing, I was able to take deeper breaths, right? So encourage you to try the alternate nostril breathing. See if you like it. It's another really quick exercise that you can do to kind of bring yourself back to yourself, right? As we're busy running from one meeting to the next, as we've got emails to answer and phone calls and questions and research to do, doing exercise like alternate nostril breathing or the 3-minute breathing exercise can be really helpful at moving things forward and helping ground you in the present moment and energize you. And the last breathing exercise is the diaphragmatic breathing. So diaphragmatic breathing is a practice. Most often we breathe pretty shallowly in our chest. So I'm going to show you how to do it and walk you through it and encourage you to try the exercise. So what you want to be able to do is put your hand on your stomach. So you might put one or both hands on your stomach. And you want to breathe through your nose to a count of 4. And most often when people do this, when they breathe in, they can't get to 4 before that's the extent of what they can breathe in is like 2 rather than 3 or 4. And as you do this exercise, you'll be able to breathe in more deeply. You put your hand on your stomach, and as you breathe in, your stomach should rise with the breath. And as you exhale slowly to the count of 4, your hand on your stomach should fall and should come in. So your hand on your stomach should fall with the breath as you exhale, and it should rise as you inhale. And it's important to realize that this is a skill and that you need to practice it when you're calm. And having opportunities to get those deep breaths in can really be calming and helpful. So let's get started. So I'm going to have you put your hand on your stomach, and we're going to start breathing in through your nose to the count of 4. And it's okay if you can't breathe in that long. So I'm going to breathe in for 4. And then notice your stomach and your hands rising, and exhale to a count of 4. And breathe in for 4. And exhale for 4. And breathe in for 4. And exhale for 4. And breathe in for 4. And exhale for 4. So there's a diaphragmatic breathing. So give it a try, see if you like it. And remember, be patient with yourself as you learn how to do this. The more you do it, the more air you'll be able to bring in through that count of 4. And the more you do it, the more you'll be able to exhale to the count of 4. So give it a try and see what you think. Our next exercise is a progressive muscle relaxation exercise. And if you have the opportunity to listen to this and lie down, that would be great. The rationale for this exercise is that when we get tense, when we get anxious, when we're worried, that anxiety manifests physiologically in our body. So what you might notice as you sit down to do this exercise is just check and see, where am I feeling tension in my body? Is it in my neck? Is it in my jaw, my shoulders, in my arms? Those of us that are sitting at our home office desks that might not be ergonomically, you might feel that tension in your shoulders, or tightness in your neck or lower back. So, and this exercise allows us to become aware of that tension and focus the relaxation where we need it most. What we're going to do is we're going to tense and relax specific muscle groups, and we're going to tighten those groups probably for 5 seconds, and then relax and tighten and relax. So I probably won't do the 8 seconds of tightening or 15 seconds of relaxing. It'll probably be about 5 to 5. And it does induce a state of relaxation in your body. And it's important to remember to skip any muscle groups where you have any injury. We don't want to cause any further injury. If you've got any pain or discomfort, just skip over that muscle group. And that's a really important point. It's also important when you're doing this exercise to keep breathing. And before you start to do the exercise, mute your phone or shut down your phone, because we don't want anything to interrupt the flow of this exercise. This is going to be about a 10-minute exercise, and I'm just going to walk you from starting at the top of your head and going all the way down through your body. Okay? If you're able to lie down, that is great. But you can also do this while you're sitting in your chair, your workplace chair. So let's begin by finding a comfortable position, either sitting or lying down in a place where you won't be interrupted. And just focus your attention on your body. As we begin this exercise, you may notice your mind is wandering. And whenever your mind begins to wander, just gently bring your attention back to your body and this exercise. So let's start by taking a deep breath, breathing into your abdomen, and hold your breath for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then slowly exhale. And take another deep breath, noticing your stomach rising as your lungs fill with air. And as you exhale, imagine the tension in your body being released and flowing out of your body with each breath. Inhale again and exhale, and feel your body beginning to relax. As we go through this exercise, remember to keep breathing. So let's begin. Tighten your muscles in your forehead by raising your eyebrows as high as you can and hold for about 5 seconds. And then quickly release the tension. And next, tighten your eye muscles by squinting your eyes shut. So squint your eyes shut and hold and hold and hold. Feel the tension and then release. Noticing the difference between the tension and the relaxation. And now I want you to smile really wide, feeling your mouth and your cheeks tense, and hold that smile. And then release, feeling the tension melt away. Notice the difference between the tension and the relaxation. And as we focus on your head next, I'd like you to gently pull your head back as if you're looking at the ceiling, very gently, and hold that position for a few seconds. And then release and feel the weight of your relaxed head and shoulders. Remember to breathe in and out. Breathing in and out. And allow the stress to be released from your body. And now we're going to focus on your hands and your arms. And tighten without straining, just clench your fists and hold this position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Noticing the difference between the clenched fist and the relaxed hands. And now flex your biceps and feel the buildup of tension. Holding 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Enjoying and feeling that sense of relaxation. Remember to keep breathing in and out. And now tighten your triceps by extending your arms out in front of you and locking your elbows. And hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Noticing the difference between the tension and the relaxation. And now raise up your shoulders as if they could touch your ears, and hold that position for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop your shoulders down. And notice the difference between the tension and the relaxation. And now we're focusing on your chest. Tighten your chest by taking a deep breath in and hold that breath for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then exhale, blowing out all the tension. And now just tighten the muscles in your stomach by pulling your stomach in and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And now just notice the relaxation in your upper body, letting go of any remaining tension and stress. Notice the difference between the tension and the relaxation. And as we move down your body, I'd like you to tighten your buttocks and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Moving on to your thighs, and tighten your thighs by gently pressing your knees together and hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Noticing the difference between the tension and the relaxation. And as we move down your legs, I'd like you to flex your feet, pulling your toes towards your head and feeling the tension in your calves. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Feeling your legs sinking down. And next, curl your toes downward and feeling the tension in your feet. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And now imagine a wave of relaxation slowly moving through your body, beginning at the top of your head, flowing down your arms, past your elbows, your wrists, out your hands and fingertips, flowing down your chest and your abdomen, past your thighs, down your legs, flowing through your feet and out your feet. Feel the weight of your body, now relaxed and calm. And notice the difference between now and before we started this exercise. Continuing to breathe in and out, breathing in and out, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Thank you again for joining me in this mindfulness tips, and I hope that this was a helpful half hour. If you have any questions for me about the mindfulness tips or career planning and development, you can contact me at my email address. So have a lovely day, and I look forward to presenting mindfulness tips number 3. Take good care, and bye for now.